You can conquer almost any fear if you will only make up your mind to do so. For remember, fear doesn't exist anywhere except in the mind. When dealing with people, remember you are not dealing with creatures of logic, but creatures of emotion. Never speak out of anger, never act out of fear, never choose from impatience, but wait, and peace will appear. I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. The emotional brain responds to an event more quickly than the thinking brain. The key to success is to keep growing in all areas of life, mental, emotional, spiritual, as well as physical. Whatever is begun in anger ends in shame. You can have financial strength, professional strength, emotional strength, but for me, without spiritual strength, none of the rest of it matters. Your emotions are the slaves to your thoughts, and you are the slave to your emotions. The emotion that can break your heart is sometimes the very one that heals it. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched, they must be felt with the heart. Acting is not being emotional, but being able to fully express emotion. You can always tell a real friend, when you've made a fool of yourself, he doesn't feel you've done a permanent job. The emotional, sexual, and psychological stereotyping of females begins when the doctor says, "It's a girl." There can be no transforming of darkness into light and of apathy into movement without emotion. Thanksgiving is an emotional holiday. People travel thousands of miles to be with people they only see once a year. And then discover once a year is way too often. I don't feel any pressure from fans, but I'm always in some kind of state of emotional turmoil. I would not describe myself as happy-go-lucky. That's not to say that I'm not happy. Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. To work with a director that has emotional commitment and passion toward the characters, and the piece, and the experiences, it only enriches your work. The first and simplest emotion which we discover in the human mind is curiosity. Owning a home is a keystone of wealth, both financial affluence and emotional security. Vivid images are like a beautiful melody that speaks to you on an emotional level. It bypasses your logic centers and even your intellect and goes to a different part of the brain. It is acceptable to bring someone to tears if it explains to them in an emotional way why a product, a service, or a candidate is the right person, is the right thing to do. Instead of resisting any emotion, the best way to dispel it is to enter it fully, embrace it, and see through your resistance. Emotion is primarily about nothing, and much of it remains about nothing to the end. There is always something ridiculous about the emotions of people whom one has ceased to love. If we were to select the most intelligent, imaginative, energetic, and emotionally stable third of mankind, all races would be present. A system of morality that is based on relative emotional values is a mere illusion, a thoroughly vulgar conception that has nothing sound in it and nothing true. There's usually a rhythm and a melody in my head, and that creates an emotional state. The computer can't tell you the emotional story. It can give you the exact mathematical design, but what's missing is the eyebrows. Please help subscribe my channel. Thank you.